Hello everyone. So today we're going to give you an introduction of what the Yuen Method is, and we have different topics that we can cover. So today are going to focus, the topic for today would be relationship, single or plural relationships. So we'll start with a simple, quick overview of the Yuen Method. So the Yuen Method was created by Sifu Kam Yuen, and the premises of the Yuen Method is that this can be applied whether it's for a human or whether it's for a pet or whether it's for a home. If you want to reorganize, balance your home or your property, any space, it could also be applied to. So now when we talk about a human, there are many components that make up a human, but in the Yuen Method we have the three most important, with Kam Yuen calls it the core components, which is the physical body, the mind, and then your soul. Some people refer to it as soul, some people refer to it as spirit. So the physical body, there are two main subdivisions of it, your micro body and your macro body. So micro has three divisions, which is quantum particles, atoms, and molecules. And then for the macro, there are 5 divisions: cells, tissues, organs, systems, and structures. So that's in terms of the physical body. But physical can also be your bedroom, your home, your neighborhood, your community, your city, your country, your planet, anything that it is physical in this physical dimension, time, and space. Now, mind has also 3 divisions to keep it simple, with a model of 3 layers of the mind. There are other systems that speak about more layers to the mind, but for the sake of simplicity, we'll keep it to this, which is the conscious, the subconscious, and the unconscious. And then the third component, which is, some people refer to it as your soul or your spirit. So those are the 3 core components in a human being: physical body, the mind, and your soul. Now, in this triad, in this human triad, there are 6 different kinds of energies that can influence you, which are physical, which I already discussed, that is the physical body or your physical environment, your physical space. Then the mind, there are 3 layers, and for those 3 layers, that is where the mental content, the emotional content, and the psychological content. And then we have the soul, which usually is referred to your experiences that are either in your spirit realm and the spirit world, however you associate and relate to that. And then between these two, between the mind and the soul or the spirit, there can also be another phenomena of your psyche or your psyche. So that could be 6 different energies that can influence you. Those 6 energies being physical, mental, emotional, psychological, psyche, and spiritual. So now, when we have any particular area that we want to discuss, today's topics, we're going to talk about relationships. So whether it's a relationship to a person or to a family or to a group of people or a community, whether it's a relationship to a substance, if you have a relationship with a substance that might not be so healthy for you or that you want to overcome it, or whether it's a relationship if you have it with your pet, or if you're thinking about having a child or getting a husband if you don't have one of those, or getting a wife if you don't have one of those, then we would look at it from all angles. All angles means, is your physical body strong to relate to this relationship, to this person, to this individual, to this group of individuals, or to this phenomena? How's your relationship with a substance, or with an ethnia, or with a social group, right? So is your body strong to relate to that? So we're talking about your micro and macro, right? Are you strong to relate to that in your structures, in your systems, in your organs, in your tissues, in your cells, in your molecules, in your atoms, all the way down to the quantum particles? Are you strong to relate to that and for that to relate to you? Same thing with the mind. What kind of thought or thoughts do you have in that relationship, with that relationship, towards that relationship, or from that relationship? What kind of thoughts do you have? What kind of emotions, sentiments, feelings? Or how do you behave in the presence or the absence of that relationship, right? And we can also tap it into that realm of your internal being, whatever you want to call it, your soul or your spirit. From that angle, from that beingness of you, are you relating to that one person, or to that one group of persons, or to that substance, or whatever it is that you want to either develop, construct, or resolve and dissolve a relationship from, or with, or towards, or at? So in the Yuen Method, we will look at this dynamics of your body. You will look at this dynamics of your body, your mind, your soul, and if you're integrating well with that relationship, and are you strong to that in your physical body? Are you strong to that in your mind? What are your thoughts about it? What are your emotions? How do you feel about it, whether you have it or whether you don't have it? And so in the Yuen Method, we look at these 6 energies that I mentioned: physical, mental, emotional, psychological, psyche, and spiritual. We will look at it to see if you are strong to relate from those energies to that topic that you want to assess or address. For today's topic, we're talking about relationships, but it's not limited to relationships. We can also talk about, for instance, your finance, money, your health, your level of fitness. And when we say fitness, we don't limit it to physical fitness. It can also be, do you feel that you're fitting into this group, into this family, into this company, into this business, into this industry? So fitness may not be related only to physical, right? And we can also talk about your limitations. We can also talk about if you have a specific experience that caused trauma to you in some shape or form. So that can also be addressed. And this can also be applied. The beauty of the Yuen Method is that it's a methodology that does not require touch, and can also be applied without the person being physically present in the same room, or in the same city, or in the same country, or on the same continent. It could be dealt with in person, or via video call or audio call. It can also be approached as such. So the principle of the Yuen Method is to identify, again, today's topic is a relationship. So to identify, how are you relating to that particular thing that you want to have a relationship? How are you in that, from that, with that, in your physical body, in your mind, and in the core energy, or your being, your soul, your spirit? How are you relate to that? How do you relate to that? Are you strong to that, or are you not strong to that? So in the Yuen Method, we're looking for what we call the leading weaknesses. So that means that which you are not strong to that. So we identify those, and then we apply, by applying the Yuen Method, we apply the methodology to resolve those weaknesses, so that as an end result, now when you become strong or stronger, or strongest, whether it's in your physical body, or whether it's with your thoughts, with your emotions, or the way you behave, the way you respond to in that relationship, then that's how it will be improved. So that means that which you are not strong to that. So we identify those, and then we apply, by applying the Yuen Method, we apply the methodology to resolve those weaknesses, so that as an end result, now when you become strong or stronger or strongest, whether it's in your physical body, or whether it's with your thoughts, with your emotions, or the way you behave, the way you respond to in that relationship, then that's how it will be improved. And to give you an example, if it's a relationship with a person, that person needs not be present when we make the approach to assist you to resolve that thing with that relationship. That means that the person could be present or the person could not be present. It is okay, because at the end of the day, it's how you relate to that person, but we can also take it into contrast of if that person is relating back to you or not. That would be if it's in terms of a person. If it's in terms, let's say, of a substance, if you have a relationship with a substance that you don't like or that you would like to resolve, then we will take a look and see where you are not okay resolving so that you don't depend on that substance, or that if you choose to have a relationship with that substance, that you take it in a healthy context so that you are not going to abuse it, or that you are not going to take it to an extreme, or that you can do it just when you feel like it, so that you are in command, right? So if you choose to have a relationship with any substance, right? So you always want to be in command, and you want to come to that clarity if that is a relationship that is really healthy for you, that is really helpful, if you want to have it, or if you want to give it up. So in a nutshell, this is how one approach of one topic for today, relationships, how we can approach it from the Yuen Method methodology, and how we can assist you to deal with it. So if you have any questions, any queries, any doubts, don't hesitate to get in touch with us, and then we can assist you with that. Thank you.